Greetings. I am Paya, honored daughter of the House of Barilla and heir to the throne, at your service, and today we are back to playing some Rimworld. Now, I didn't stream yesterday because my day off, Wednesdays. I usually don't stream on Wednesdays, but also because I had an appointment thing, which went great. And it was actually very convenient that they just happened to have their opening for the appointment on Wednesday, which is, as I said, already the day that I usually take off. So it all lined up very nicely. But we're back into the Rimworld, and yeah, not much is going on here as of now. We still have our main room where everyone's sleeping, and we have a bunch of prisoners that are mainly here so we can suck the genes out of them. Which we will do pretty quick here. But yeah, aside from that, I don't think there's any like threats on the map or anything. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting. Ebos, what are you doing up there? Like seriously, come on, man. I swear, these ghouls, they just wander off to the edges of the map so often. They're hard to keep a lid on. We should also turn this on so we can... I've been looking at these mechanoids, wanting to scrap them for a while, and I just haven't been getting around to it. Alright, Ebos is back. Good. You know, I appreciate that we're able to get our, like, equipment from raids that come in to attack us, but it is still a little concerning that we have people running around in like gas masks. I mean, look at freaking Void Jr. over here wearing a gas mask. Like that is intimidating. All right, what are you making, by the way? Nothing. Okay, so you finished all that. Good. I do want to have the stone skin gland, but I don't really want to put that in Andra. Because we've spent a lot of time making Andra very powerful already, but she isn't going to be a permanent ghoul because she doesn't have tough. That's like, that is my guideline right now for what a ghoul needs to be a permanent one. So Ebos is a permanent ghoul because he has tough. Dorna is a permanent ghoul because they have tough. But, yeah. Sadly, Andra is just not, they're just not up to snuff. We're just keeping them around to get their genes out of them. They're unstoppable in great melee. But, eventually that won't be necessary and we'll get some new ghouls. We just need to find more tough individuals, which... we don't find many of, honestly. It's, hey, Ebos. Not in-game Ebos, but out-of-game Ebos. How goes it? Alright, we're recruiting this guy as well, but he'll still be... why are you stressed? Oh, because you're... yeah. Trees ravaged. What do you mean? We have like 1,000,000 trees. Oh, it's because we've chopped down trees. Yeah, I needed wood. What do you want from me? I don't even know how to pronounce... Is that pronounced like Cheyenne? Chain? Is his name Chain? Just spelled really weirdly? Did this guy's parents, like, are they those parents that take some random name or word and just put a Y into it and spell it really annoyingly? I don't know. Why would you name your kid Chain in the first place? I don't know. Parents must have hated him. But yeah, he'll stay upset until we manage to recruit him. Oh yeah, we can't recruit him that fast because he's abrasive. That'll be great. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this guy. But oh yeah, we were gonna make him the miner. Right. So once you get up to there, is there anything else we need? We could use more legs, like a Dorna needs 2 legs and a heart like Ebos has. So we could make those. And I think that's about it. Because, yeah, you already have a nuclear stomach in you, right? Yeah. And the stone skin gland, and the ghoul implants, and the hand talons, which we could make. Can we make, like, power claws now? Yeah, power claws. So those reduce your movement by a bit. And they only do slightly more damage with a bit more armor. Like, double the armor penetration, 1 more DPS. But minus 8% movement speed per talon, which I'm not sure how worthwhile that is, because we need our ghouls to be speedy. Also, why do you not have Shred Mechanoid as... I don't know, usually I have this on Do Forever. I don't know why that isn't even a thing on there. It's because I was doing it here? No. I don't even think you can do it here. You cannot. Alright, well, I'm not sure why that wasn't a thing, but it is now. So, yeah, we need 2 more legs and a heart to be made there to keep our person working. And then we should probably get around to making legs and arms and eyes for the actual colonists, not just the ghouls. Although maybe I should make eyes for the ghouls. Because I don't... Let's see. I don't know exactly... Shooting accuracy. Where's melee accuracy? Melee hit chance. Okay. Yeah, sight, 12 times impact, 150% max. Yeah, so... All in all, if we could get sight going and increased, then you would end up having a much higher melee hit chance, which isn't a huge deal because the ghouls are more tanks rather than DPS, but it would still be nice. That would be a very good thing for us. Of course, to get 150%, we would need Archotech eyes, which would not be worthwhile. But we could always give them bionic eyes, you know. And I'm pretty sure these are 125%. Yeah. So that is an option. There we go. More crafting for the crafter. Alright, we can set all these to be harvested now. What about these ones? Yeah, these ones are also good to go. Alright, good. Our ghouls are going to be even stronger now. Well, not now, but when we finally do all the crafting, then they're going to be even stronger. Which is kind of ridiculous, because we've seen what Epos can do already. You know, I might have gone too overboard on the ghouls, though. But I'm not really sure, because their value is much lowered than the people with upgrade. Well, not even the people, just the ghouls. Which, you know, is kind of ridiculous, but yeah, as you can see, I don't know, times 10%. Is that actually just 10%? I don't think so. Because that would mean that they would have to be 60,000 value. But it does say times 10%. Oh, it might just be times 10% on the base value. And then all the other things go on top of that. But yeah, the ghouls are very cheap and very high efficiency. So even adding bionics to them still makes it so they're worth the monetary investment that they are. Whereas regular pawns are generally not super worth the combat power they provide. Unless you get them like armor and stuff. Which we don't have yet. We could actually make armor. Might be smart. Well, who needs armor when you got ghouls? You know? Oh, this again. We just had this. Like a minute ago. We just dealt with one of these. Alright, ghouls. Let's see how many of these guys there are. Okay, there's quite a few of them. Let's look at the prospective recruits then. I'm mainly looking... I think we already kind of have all of the colony pawns we need. I'm honestly just looking for tough individuals to turn into ghouls. Let's see. Brawler. Are none of these tough? Not a single tough. Alright. Well, that means that it's a slaughter. We'll get our 3 charge riflers out there as well. Hey Anne. How goes it? Let's get the ghouls up in front. I don't think these guys will attack. Oh, we need to check them for guns. Melee weapon. Actually, can I just select all of them? I can. And none of them have guns. How am I doing? I'm doing decently. Especially because none of these guys have guns, which I think is a very good sign for us. So we're just going to set you guys up right down here in a kind of defensive position. And you will kill them all. We're also going to spread these guys out. Because the main issue that comes up with this, as we saw last time, is that these guys all attack at once and will end up like spreading out and attacking the base, which is a bad thing because we want them to attack the ghouls, not the base. Okay, you attack them, you attack them, you attack them. And all the charge rifles are just backup. You guys maybe move up. You actually don't even need cover. Why am I putting you behind cover? None of these guys have ranged weapons. Okay, you guys need to focus on you if at all possible. You need to go help Ebos, because he's getting kind of ganged up on right now. Alright, but this went swimmingly, surprisingly. Okay. And nobody we wanted... Yeah, we didn't actually want any of these people because they were all not tough. So they can all die, but we can also strip them all and get their loot. So let's do that. But we can't strip any of the dead ones, which is unfortunate. There we go. Oh, yeah, and then we need to send the ghouls home manually because they don't do that on their own. You've heard about Rimworld but never played it yourself? It is a very good game. I would highly recommend it if you are into this like style of game. And there's like a million mods for it. This is actually like I've played probably around, I think it was like around 2,200 hours at this point of this game. But most of that is modded Rimworld, and this is the first time in a long time that I've done unmodded, so it's a bit of a different experience for sure. But luckily I found the powerhouse that is ghouls, and so I've been using them to help me survive the game. Okay, you just have 5.9 days. How goes everyone else's genes? 2 days is the earliest we can start pulling genes out of people again. Which is unfortunate, but, you know, we have 3 Neanderthals. Hopefully one of them will give us the genes we want. You'll try it soon? Well, that is good. I hope that you have a good time with it. Are you going to be getting just the base game or also the DLCs? Because the DLCs are pretty worthwhile, I would say. But the base game itself is also very good, and as I said, there's a lot of mods even without any DLCs that you can use. Alright, this guy's almost over to our side, which will make him a lot happier. Wait, these were people in the fight that we just did. Why was he rivals with some random cultists that just appeared out of nowhere? I have no idea. That's kind of weird. He didn't even see them. They just died halfway across the map, and he never met them, and now he's like, oh, I'm glad they're dead. Those losers, they deserved it. Alright, whatever makes him happy, I guess. Ooh. I don't think we need that. Maybe. How's your crafting skill? Yeah, your crafting skill's fine. I don't think a skill trainer would actually help with that. Unless we wanted it to level up a new crafter, but hopefully we won't need a new crafter. Game does keep killing off all of our crafters, and it's no good. Evos is still recovering. Yeah, getting surrounded by a bunch of people with melee weapons is a little rough. Surprised you didn't die there. And you're learning melee. That's not very useful. Unless we're gonna turn you into a ghoul. Honestly, it would be kind of sucky if if one of the kids got the tough trait and really good melee skill, and I just decided to turn them into a ghoul. Probably would not be a good idea, honestly. Are they so weak, them crafters? They are! I don't know why. The last, like, 3 crafters we've had have all just died or left the colony mysteriously. I just wish they would stop doing that. Yeah, you can ask me anything you want. I'm usually open to questions. But yeah, and even this crafter we got is sickly. So they might just die to an infection at some point. Which I really hope they don't. I'm trying to keep them out of combat. That's why I didn't send them out with the rest of the people to go shoot those guys. Because knowing this game, we need to protect the crafters at all costs. But we are getting kind of towards the mid to late game, so we should be able to start actually progressing to, like, towards the endings, which would be pretty nice. Though I might need to make a gene pack for the actual colonists, not just the ghouls. I don't know. If I get robust, I'll definitely try to give that to the colonists, because that'll reduce incoming damage and make them a bit more durable. Ooh, and if we can get a genie, we could get the, what's it called? Like, long fingers or something? I don't know. But the one that increases their manipulation, that would also be good. But making a gene pack for colonists is a lot harder because you can't be as flexible with it. Oh, and I'm actually I already have some assets commissioned, so no thank you, but I did just start doing that like a week ago. Not even. Probably like... No. Yeah, it was probably a week ago. Yeah, ritual opportunity. Is there anything we can do to make that... Wait a minute. We already have a ritual opportunity. Oh, that's a ritual for their thing. But that did remind me to check this, because we did have one of these that I didn't remember to do. We'll have him in there, because he has the highest social. But yeah, we don't have... Oh yeah, we could also reform the religion. We should do that. Let's just begin that. Alright, hopefully this goes well. And then we can check what reforming the ideology would do for us. I don't know what we would add. But yeah, right now we still just have a very simple ideology. We could... Oh, boring. Great. So let's see. Wait, where do we... We're right here. Okay, so we can just add one in here. What would we even add? I don't know, we already have most of the stuff. If I was going to be adding something, it would probably be something that would make it so we could have corpses not be ugly. But I'm pretty sure to do that, we would need like Raider or something like that. But I don't know if we can do Raider. I don't know, maybe we'll just keep it simple. It seems, I don't know, kind of cheaty to just keep it as simple as possible, but everything else, I'm kind of also worried that if I pick something else, it'll reset a bunch of like the names and stuff, but I don't know how fluid ideologies work. All I know is that if when you're creating the ideology, you add another one of these halfway through, it resets all the names. And that's no good. But yeah, we'll deal with that later. We'll keep that in mind. We just won't bother with it right now. Alright, and our power system seems to be fine still. Hopefully we have enough batteries now to be able to deal with power outages through the, like, eclipses when we can't gain any more power. $16 hours still on that. They're still grabbing all the items from up here. We can allow that guy. Okay, how the heck does this guy have the title Booze King? Where do you get that from? Interesting. Is it because he's a wine runner and then a king in the next one? Oh, no, yeah, it's just that, I guess. He's a king of a liquor business that turns him into a booze king. I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't know what all the titles are for all the different backgrounds, especially the adult backgrounds, because usually I don't have pawns starting as like very old, and so I don't go through the adult backgrounds as much as I do the childhood backgrounds. Okay, how goes our bionics? Pretty decent, it looks like. But the first set of legs, there's an eye. Stone skin gland. Why did they make one of the eyes? Did I set that as top priority? No, that's down here. Did I get an eye from something else? Maybe I did. I don't remember. But I guess we have one eye, so we can actually reduce that. It's hard to keep track of everything we have in this big jumble of items. Has it been 16 hours yet? Can we do this? Nope, it's only been, I don't know, like 9 hours? Somewhere around there. I'm not good at math. You know, that was okay, so the appointment thing that I had was kind of it was partly a psychological survey thing. Not like a survey, but it was like a diagnosis thing. And one of the things that they were trying to get me to do was there was like memory and stuff like that. And one of the things they asked was for me to count down from 100 by 7, and that was difficult because I'm not good. I'm not quick with the math, you know. And that sounds a lot like math to me, but I managed. So, you know, it was kind of funny because it's like, I don't know how me being bad at math has any bearing on my, you know, mental state, but, you know, they're the experts. They know what they're doing. Okay, Evos, you're running off again. Come on. Stay by the base. Like, what happens if a pit gate opens, like, right here and starts breaking down all our doors? If you're all the way up here across the map, you can't protect us. Oh, and of course the child gets a trading inspiration. Yeah, that's gonna help us a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot, it actually tells us when their genes are regrown. Alright, shove them in there. Somebody do that now, because... Not strip. I think I need to right click on that. Ooh. Is that just the instant research? Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not the most important. I could probably go without that. I mean, we basically have nothing but time to research right now, so it's not exactly our top priority. How is your thing going? It's almost done. Yeah, it's just slow. So you better give me the genes that I want, or I'm gonna be upset. Also, we should probably take the clothing away from the prisoners, because... I don't know. Why let them keep it? It's expensive clothing, we could sell that. Or use it for our actual colonists. Yeah, I mean, that seems to be approximately counting down by 7. I only needed to go as far as 72, luckily, so it's only the first 4 digits of it, but even so, it took me a minute. They also had, like, memory things where they said 3 words, had me repeat them back to them, and then did, like, 3 or 4 other tests, and then came back to it. And we're just like, so what were those 3 words? Did you remember them? I'm like, I remembered 2 of them. And that was... What were those 2? I don't remember. I only remembered it for the purposes of that phone call, and now I have forgotten. So... But I think it went well. It was a good time. What is this? Bionic leg. Do we have all of those done? You know, when I double click on something, I want it to select everything of that type, but it's not doing that. That's fine. But yeah, I think that's the only leg we have done. Once we get 2 legs done, then we can shove those onto Dorna, because we need to be getting their movement speed up, just like Ebos's is. Because right now... Oh, wait, your movement... Oh, that's because the stone skin gland, right? Because right now, your move speed is 3.44, whereas Ebos is at 4.31, so yeah, that's a significant movement speed difference. Yeah, and I'm not good at memory tests. It was rough. I don't even know really what what information they end up getting from those tests. I know that, like, certain cold tolerant, strong melee damage. Bro, we already had those. Those were literally some of the ones we already pulled from you guys. Why are you giving me more of that? You see these mentions in a drawing this week? Interesting. I mean, that's good memory. I still remember certain things from, like, a long time ago, like 1144 is a number that has gotten cemented in my memory, specifically because those were the coordinates from years and years and years ago. Those were some of the coordinates for a end portal in a Minecraft world that I had at one point. So I don't know why that got so stuck in my head, but it did. Alright, so we didn't get what we needed at all. We ended up getting Prison break. That's 2 of them. Great. Ghouls, get in here. Try not to kill them too badly. And it's specifically the 2 we haven't sucked the genes out of yet. I don't know if it's a problem that Morgue is in here. Let's have you not fire at will and leave the room. I do not want you guys shooting at the prisoners. That probably will end badly. Maybe. Because they're pretty tough, which means... Oh, great. Why is Piotr going in there? Bro, leave it to the ghouls, my man. Oh, and you guys are all... Where are the ghouls? Oh, Dorna's here. Ghouls, can you come help? The ghouls are too freaking slow. Alright, you 2 are going to set up over here. You're gonna move down here. Okay, the ghouls are doing things. Nicholas, what are you doing? Leave it to the ghouls. Oh. Apparently you can just go through doors like no one's business. I don't know why. Okay, you guys are fine. How about you? Are you fine? Yeah, you're mostly fine. It's just scary because, you know, these guys are Neanderthals and they hit hard. Okay, that's 1 down. Somebody take this guy captive. Okay, that's 2 down. You are dying very quick-like, but that's alright. Yeah, you need to go capture this guy. Oh, he ran in here to try to grab a weapon, but it didn't work because Ebos is completely unharmed still. That is a lot of numbers. I don't know how you remember all that. But, I'm glad that you do, I suppose. Probably makes life a bit easier. Alright, Paya, you need to prioritize tending to this guy, because this guy's fine for the moment. We just need them to stay alive long enough to be able to suck their genes out. That's about it. Maybe we should cut off their legs. Is that... You think that's a... You know, kind of cruel thing to do? Because they keep trying to escape, and I don't appreciate that. And they can't escape without legs. I'm just saying. You know? I mean, am I wrong? Alright, but neither of them died, surprisingly. Because with the Neanderthals' lowered pain response and the ghouls' high damage output, it's pretty likely that the ghouls are just going to kill them straight up. But it is a good thing that they didn't, because that would have been sucky. Why is it? I think this ghoul is just intimidating this guy. Just like, if you try to rebel, we will tear you to pieces. Oh. Badly malnourished. Well, why would that be? Like, seriously, why is nobody feeding these guys? I mean, these 2 had food. Why are we not delivering food for this guy? Why did we deliver him regular human meat? Where are all the meals? Oh, because Paya is the one that makes the meals and... Can't cook. Missing raw food. Oh, we're out of rice. Right, we've had a bunch of guests in here. Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Guess that's why you haven't been making any meals. We can add human meat onto it, because we have plenty of that. And technically, our ideology does not forbid cannibalism, so that's a plus. But yeah, we will probably need more rice then, which is unfortunate because I thought we had enough. We just have so many guests right now that it's not at all sufficient. Yeah, just fill all of this with rice. But until then, we have human meat meals, which should be alright. I'm also gonna increase this to like 30, just so we have enough meals sitting there that when we run out of food, we'll have more of a buffer. Alright, but you're making the leg again, which is the second leg. Then you'll make the heart. Then you'll make the eyes. And we can shove the eyes into Ebos, and then the legs and heart into Dorna, and the eyes at the same time. Because hopefully we'll have enough for all of that. I do wonder how much, like, a fully realized ghoul is worth. Because that value is pretty important. Why did your certainty go down by 1%? Is that because you're so upset? Probably. That's kind of a vicious cycle, because if we can't convince you because you're upset, and us not being able to convince you just makes you more upset, because then you're just gonna have all the sensitive, you know, beliefs, then that kind of causes issues. We need to be able to convert them at some juncture. We also need to, at some point, get an actual kitchen going. Because this thing is at 70%, you know, usage speed. Alright, anyone else can go in here? 12 hours still. Okay. Because, yeah, I want to get the genes that I need out of these guys so we can get rid of them. Because they are eating all of our food. I'll much appreciate that. Are you still having insane rambling? You are. Yeah, you haven't eaten still. Or no, you have eaten. You just haven't gotten rid of the malnutrition yet. Can you get out of his room? Because, yeah, people will get somewhat upset if they're around somebody who has insane rambling. As you can see, rambling, negative mood. And yet they just walk in here. At least you went in there to clean, but still, get out of there promptly. I swear, the wandering mechanic is so very bad. Because not only will it seemingly purposefully go in and out of doors over and over and over, letting the heat out, but they also end up walking toward people with insane rambling, toward people with berserking. Like, they just wander into the absolute worst places. Okay, legs are done. That is a plus. 5 hours on you. How often do these guys rebel? Interesting. That's going down quite quickly, I think, because he's recovering. Yeah. And it's weird that it's that high a number, but they don't list it in number of years. Because, like, 3,000 days, each year in the game is 60 days. So 3,000 days is pretty much like many, 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 many years. Which makes sense, because they're still kind of beaten half to death. Okay, their genes have finished. Throw them into the suckifier. You're just wandering, go do that. Alright, hopefully that gives us what we need. But we'll see. What was it we needed from you guys again? I keep forgetting. Because we got the strong melee damage. We wanted robust, that was it. I think that's all we need from them, though. I think strong immunity might also be good, but not necessary. If we get robust, then I'll just get rid of these guys. Do we want to do any rituals? I don't know what we would do. We could use the chrono thing to transfer age, which might be nice. Although all our colonists are reasonably aged, I guess our crafter is a little old on the older side. But that isn't really an issue yet. It's not like they're old enough to get any age-related issues. So probably not necessary. It's just I have this little statue here. Might want to use that at some point. Nice, okay. We've converted you, which means that you should be happier now, because you won't care about eating human meat and you won't care about butchering human likes, because you're part of the correct religion now. Congratulations. Two bionic legs, one bionic heart, one bionic eye. Yeah, we just need more eyes, and then we'll be there. Why aren't we making more advanced components? Are we out of steel again? Yep, it looks like we're out of steel again. Oh, great. Gotta find another... Oh, wait, we just need to wait for this guy to recover, actually. And I think because we recruited this guy, if we just release him, then he'll be fine. We could also recruit him just to train social more, and I think people end up getting better relations with each other if you do a bunch of talking to recruit them. But it might be best to just release. How is Paya your ex-lover? How does that work? I don't know when that would have happened. It just kind of generates random relations with people at times. Reduced pain, that is not what we needed. Guess you guys have to stay imprisoned for longer. Okay, how long are you? 4 more hours for the last one. Another ambrosia sprout. Good. Yeah, this guy, he's gonna be paralyzed for a good while. But let's just release him. I think if we release him, then we're able to... I don't think we can release him. Because he can't walk, so... Yeah. Because in order to release someone, they need to be able to walk. So I guess we can only recruit him. But yeah, the social thing is, it's a bit weird. Because yeah, it generated this guy as Void's brother, which is great. But it also generated him as Paya's ex-lover, which is just kind of interesting, because how is it that he would know both of these people randomly? I don't know. But it also means that's another person that's just gonna perpetually hate Paya, which is unfortunate. Although the rest of the relations around the camp have actually shored up a little bit, which is good. Because I remember, I think, between her and Pyotr, they were not big fans of each other. is there 0 chance? Interesting. Are they not the correct orientation? Zero. It just says 0 chance. I don't know why that would be, but all right. Because yeah, I was hoping to get more relationships in here because it's very good for mood, but I guess these two just are not compatible for whatever reason. Even though every reason it lists here means that they're completely compatible, like opinion times 100%, relative age times 100%, beauty times 230%, and yet the chance is still 0. So that's a bit odd. I actually don't know how to check a character's sexual orientation. I know that they do spawn with differences in that, but I'm pretty sure it's usually a trait. I don't know. But maybe that's the issue. Maybe Piotr's just gay or something. Because that's the only reason why I could see, with all the things being at 100% or more, that they're just not, that there's just 0 chance of a relationship. But we'll just, you know, stop nosing into their relationships. It's fine. I'm just glad that they don't hate each other anymore, because they used to. Maybe we could get these two back together. Someday. I don't know. Alright, this guy is ready to be sucked again. So we'll do that. Why are you doing... Oh, I guess because we don't have any steel, so you can't craft anything. So you're just doing social, even though it's not at all your job. We need to get more steel. And so the only way to do that would either be to wait for this guy to recover and get him out into the colony to do his job, which is mining. Or we would have to go and buy more from the nearest village. We could also deconstruct this stuff. Might be effective as well. I mean, it's a small amount of steel overall, but it's something. You know, everyone loves recycling. Can you, like, actually deconstruct all of this? I would appreciate it if you could. Because I always just deconstruct one thing and then run off. And it's like, why? Alright, now he'll do all that. And it's just deconstructing walls, so he can't really mess it up, which is good. Alright, that's a little bit more steel. Marble urn, so we can do all this. We can haul the steel slag. And actually, we don't need this to be powered anymore. But we could power this, because this smelts metal from slag, which will give us more steel as well. We can also deconstruct all of this and the shuttle, because the shuttle should also have steel in it. Not a lot, but an amount. Plus that'll give us the engine that we can then go sell later. Man, there's a lot of buildings made out of steel on this map. I didn't even really notice. So that's helpful. Andro, what are you doing all the way down here? These freaking crazy ghouls just wandering all over the map. Okay, this is steel, steel, steel and steel. That's granite. Steel, steel, steel. That's steel, that's granite. Okay. Oh, and this is all steel as well. Man. It is just feeding me steel, which I appreciate. That's all sandstone. What about these? This is marble. but with steel columns, that's a plus. Oh boy. Poor social, strong immunity, strong melee damage. That's not useful. That's not useful at all, actually. Because we already have strong melee damage. And while poor social would be good for the ghouls, it wouldn't really help because it goes with a, strong immunity, which they don't need, and that would just even out. We can also destroy all these. Though I might want to keep a couple, just because you can keep people alive indefinitely in, what would you call it? Suspended animation, that's what it's called, in these caskets. I don't know when that would actually be useful, but it's something you can do. Can you get back to base, please? Where's our other ghoul? Ebos. You're way over here. For once, it's not Ebos wandering off into the wilderness. It's just everybody else. But, it is interesting. It has been quite a long time since I had gotten one of those people in the chat trying to, like, sell assets and stuff. It used to happen all the time on Twitch, but it's been a while since I got one on YouTube. Also, there's more machinery out front again. I don't know if that's actually being picked up on the mic at all. Let me be quiet and see if it is. No, it doesn't seem like it is. I should probably also close this door anyway. Oh, there's nothing going on. Let me go check this. Okay, I'm back. It looks like they've felled a lot of branches and are grinding them up in some sort of industrial composter. So that's interesting. But yeah, the last few days we've been having people out there with heavy machinery, and they were like drilling something under the sidewalk there. I think it was an access point for some sort of either internet cable or power cable or something. Who knows? But I think the car that they had said like Ziply Fiber or something. I think that's an internet company, maybe. I don't know these things. But yeah, it's just kind of odd how much work they're having done recently. But it's all very loud stuff. Gardens are a thing in summer. It's true. They do get a lot of work done anytime summer comes around. Which, 'tis the season, I suppose. But I mean, it's not even really summer anymore, Summer has come and gone. It is now fall. Even though it doesn't feel like fall, because it's still a bit warm. It is technically fall. So, I think. Is it? And I guess we're still in August. That would still be like the end of summer. I don't know these things. Honestly, I don't know seasons very well. I'm still very surprised whenever somebody says that winter doesn't start until like next to Christmas or past Christmas. I don't remember. It's like much closer to Christmas than I ever expect it to be. And it's like, no, winter has to start, like, right after Thanksgiving, right? And it's like, no, it is months after that. It's weird. "21st of September is fall time?" Really? That's a bit later than I thought, but I guess if December, or if, winter starts a lot later than I thought, then it would make sense that fall would start later as well. Alright, we do have the anima tree. I don't think we're going to be doing anything with that, though. And we could start to do the Mechanator stuff, but I don't know if we need that. I feel like mechs are good for certain things, but usually I use them on like solo runs because they're useful for that. Like whenever I do a solo run and I need a doctor to be able to do implants on the singular pawn, but they can't, of course, do surgeries on themselves, you just get a paramedic bot and that'll solve all your issues. Anyone else have genes? Andra can do it. You better give me the good genes, Andra. You've been through the scanner like 50 times. You have never given me the good stuff. Winter starts at 21st of December. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's bizarre to me. Isn't 25th of December Christmas? I don't know. I'm not good at dates. I don't remember them very well, but I think so. And yet, there's still a lot of people that expect me to, like, remember their birthdays and everything. It's like, bro, I can't even remember when Christmas is. The only reason I remember when Halloween is because it's the 31st. Like, it's the end of the month. That's the only reason I remember that. But yeah, remembering birthdays, not my forte. What are they making next? They're still working on the eyes. We get one more eye done, then we can implant everything into Dorna all at once. Make them as effective, actually more effective than Ebos for a bit. Yeah, I mean, I definitely could put in a bunch of dates and reminders and stuff. I just usually don't. I don't know why. I really should. Because if I have a bad memory, I should be doing everything I can to, like, supplement that. But you know how it is. Alright, we have rice again. We have a lot of meals made out of rice, which is good for us. So have we been... Yeah, we've been working on your resistance quite a bit. And this thing... Yeah, we have all of that, so we don't need this to be powered. What else can we make here? Just the other serums. Those aren't necessary. But yeah, mainly I think that I just wish people would, you know, not expect me to remember things, because it is a decently easy thing to set alarms and reminders and calendars and stuff, but at the same time it's like I just wish I wasn't expected to remember things, because I do not like it. Awful animals and awful artistic. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it is bad, but that's why it's not bad, is because the double awful means that it gives us a lot of metabolic efficiency. So, if we need more metabolic efficiency for our ghouls, then it's not a bad thing. Plus, animals and artistic are actually two skills that even our regular pawns probably wouldn't need, because we don't have any animals in the colony, and we only have one artist in the colony, and they've already made a bunch of sculptures. We should actually make more, now that I think about it. It's probably fine. I'm glad we're able to keep making bionics here. I kind of want them to just finish that, because they would try to go and make more components, but also spend that until they make the eye. Because, as I said, if they can finish this eye, then we can implant them on the ghoul, and that would be good to do. Has anyone been doing this? Because there's still slag chunks everywhere. Do I not have anyone assigned to just regular crafting? I guess not. Void. If you're bored, go smelt some chunks, I suppose. Oh, and then we need to get you another arm. So let's add that onto the bills as well. Because yeah, if we can get you another arm, the thing is that as of right now, having better manipulation would just make them craft faster, which is nice, but not necessary. But if we wanted to make things like charge rifles, which if we could make 2 more charge rifles just to fully outfit us with them, that would be very nice. And if we want to do that, then charge rifles can be made with a certain level of quality. Like here, this is a good quality assault rifle. And so the higher manipulation would actually help us make higher quality items. It's just bionics don't have quality to them, so it doesn't matter. But eventually it will. Void hasn't done any of the smelting yet. Put that to 3, actually. Alright, now how much longer on this? Another 13 days for that. Is that... I can just check through this. Okay, so 14 days, 13 days, 12 days, 19 days. So we have a long time until we can suck the genes out of anyone else again. And we still don't have the genes we need. Well, we'll get there. Eventually. Yeah, we could also make a shuttle. Possibly. I think we have enough money for that. But then we would just need chem fuel. Which we could make out of all this human meat they give us. Possibly. Okay, how are you doing? Good on resistance. 21 days for the Abasia. Bro, why are you floor drawing in the prison? That's... I don't think that's a good thing to be doing, but alright. Okay, now you're smelting things, that's good. Okay, you're making another eye. That's fine. So we'll re-establish that and then go to Durna. And we can add a bunch of stuff onto you. Like bionic legs, left and right, bionic heart, then bionic eyes, left and right. And was there anything else? No. What would a bliss lobotomy do to you? Learning factor. But it makes them happy. Interesting. I don't think that would help at all with a ghoul, so we're not going to do that. But evidently it makes people less likely to prison break, which would be kind of nice. I could just bliss lobotomy all of our prisoners, because that would be, you know, very moral and ethical, humane even. I'm sure that that we wouldn't get anyone coming over from the Geneva Convention to tell us how badly we're doing at everything. Alright, there's the bionic heart. Quest expires. Is this... Yeah, this was the one that we didn't really care too much about. Do we have any big researches that we would want to do with that? I mean, there's like marine armor, cataphract armor, but even those we can get pretty readily if we just actually sit down and research. We also need shuttle, but that would be pretty easy to get as well. So yeah, don't really need it, and I don't want weather to be foggy rain for 15 days. That would be kind of annoying. Because you can't really shoot in foggy rain. At least not very well. And our guys are already rather shooting skill deficient. Where are all of our guys? Evos, get back to the base. At least we know where one of our ghouls is, because, you know, they had surgery, so they're sitting in bed. But alright, that's a 125% sight. Let me see if I can see what that does for this. Yeah, sight +3. Yeah, that's 125%. I don't know what that does overall for the hit chance, because they're, you know, anesthetized still, so they aren't exactly giving us proper readings as to what their hit chance would be. But soon they'll be awake, and we will be able to check that. And we could also provoke the void. Psychic area ritual is obstructed. Just have this one little sapling here, and it's like, nope, can't do rituals. There's a sapling. Okay. So yeah, I mean, on one hand, we could get something like the frickin' pain orb again. But, you know, we could also get something good. Yeah, have the children participate as chanters. We'll actually have them participate as multiple chanters. Just so other people can be doing other things. Do it. Because, yeah, I don't know what this is going to bring, but we still need to study 7 more advanced entities. Oh, great. She got knocked down, so you rescue her. You haul the charge rifle in so it doesn't decay. But yeah, I mean, that's fine. She's just in shock for a couple hours. It happens sometimes when you do these rituals. Yeah, you will have your anesthetic wearing off, which is fine. How is your melee hit chance now? I mean, pretty good. So what anomaly are we gonna get? We're gonna get like chimeras or dimming sky. That's an interesting one. I don't know. Is that one of the advanced anomalies? Let's see. Codex. Could one of these be like darkness? I don't know. We'll see. Build well-lit areas to survive. Craft disruptor flare packs to explore the darkness. That is worrying. For sure. We could try to light up the outside of the base. It would just take some steel and some electricity. And we could always turn off the lights later. Let's see. I know some people use floodlights. Is that a base game thing? I actually don't know. I don't usually make outdoor lighting. Because why would I? You know. The interior of the base is lit up for the most part. That's probably all that matters, right? We could try to make sure more of it is lit up, just in case. And we can, I suppose, light up maybe our farming area. Probably want a standing lamp for that, just because it's a large area to light up. And this will just be a temporary measure. That should reach with the wire, probably. Because, yeah, out here is the only place I can see our people actually needing to go. Aside from all our frickin' ghouls that just wander off into the darkness. But yeah, I do remember this. If I remember correctly, it will drop a couple monoliths around the, or like obelisks around the map. And we will need to like approach them staying in the light. Because if you go into the darkness for too long, it like sends something to attack you. I don't remember exactly how it works. But it's gonna be a pretty rough situation, methinks. And I don't know if the ghouls get attacked off in the darkness either. But it did say we could make disruptor flare packs. I don't know where you make those. I know that's an anomaly thing. Disruptor flares. Shoots disruptor flares on impact. A flare burns a capsule of bioferrite, which creates a bright flash and a local psychic disruption. Stuns psychically sensitive creatures, revealing those that are invisible and reducing their consciousness and movement speed for a short while. Afterwards, the flare continues to burn, lighting up a wide area for some time. So yeah, it's just a flare shooter, essentially. Which we could make. Where are those made? The bioferrite shaper. I don't know how necessary it would be to do that, but it might save us some steel. Yeah, that's this. Oh yeah, did we ever make the... I don't think we did make the blood warmers. Not that we need to. Dead life shell. Yeah, I guess we can make one of these and just have that in reserve in case we will need it. This is definitely one of the spookier events that can happen. I am a little hesitant. Because, yeah, unnatural darkness. Darkness will deepen and become more dangerous over time. No good. But hopefully this counts as one of the advanced entities. I would think it would. Probably. Additionally, I should make more of these. It's just we filled up the rest of this room with a bunch of other BS. Darkness soon. The darkness is almost here. Only those in direct light from lamps, torches, or flares will be safe. To keep colonists in the light, you can restrict their movement in the Schedule tab by assigning allowed areas. I should probably do that. Yeah. Additionally, we should have a way into here. Probably. Because we don't want to have to go outside for that whole thing. Also, does this make light? It looks like it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. So we could... Let's see, what rocks do we have? We have a good amount of slate. So let's... We have slate up here. Build some more slate walls around here. And just have a singular door out. Just so that this is enclosed and safe, so we can have this be part of our allowed area. Because, yeah, I would want to be able to walk out to there. These two will probably be inaccessible during the darkness, because I mean, if I made, like, a little hallway here, then we could have these be technically indoors. And thus lit up and safe. Are these... I don't know, you think it's better or worse for containment if it's lit up? Might just be neutral. But let's, I suppose, light up these rooms. Then we'd light up this room. And then we could add walls along here. And add a door there. Just so that this is kind of an interior space. Because thus far, we've kind of had bad base design. Where, like, to get to the prison, they had to go across this fence and outside, thus putting them at risk. And then same with these areas, we had to go outside in order to reach them. Which it's best to be able to move around the base entirely on the interior of it. But yeah, we might build more of these, like some out here. This room has a light. This room does have a light, but I don't know. I don't know how much lighting we need. But hopefully this will be enough light around here to keep us safe while we're farming. Unnatural darkness. Alright. An unnatural darkness is descending. Inhuman things move just outside the light. Pillars of jagged, oily metal are falling from the sky. They're terrible to look upon, but surely contain valuable technology. Reach them by building well-lit paths and destroy them to end this nightmare. Alternatively, if you can survive long enough, the darkness will dissipate on its own. Alright. Does this count as a thing? It does. Okay, Noctilith. You guys might want to stay inside as well. Let's schedule everyone to stay within Area 1. And we'll just expand Area 1 to include all of this. And there we go. Now, nobody will leave this area. Of course, now that then they won't also grab any of this, which we can, I guess, set this stuff as part of the allowed area just so they can still farm. Although, the farm won't keep going because it's dark, so I guess it's completely unnecessary and probably dangerous. So yeah, let's actually just get rid of that. Because while I've kind of lit it up, it's not actually that safe. So you will see how dark it gets. Where's our last? Okay, you're already inside. Good. You can see how just pitch black it gets in here. So yeah, so there's one Noctilith. We just need to destroy it. These do make light for some reason. So in theory, if we just send our ghouls out, do you think we could just have the ghouls destroy the Noctiliths? And there's only 2 of them? No, there's 3. I was gonna say, I was pretty sure there were 3 from the last time I've ran into this thing. So we're gonna try the easy answer first, which is send the ghouls and hope for the best. This one is close enough, I think we can just rush to it. Because yeah, as you can see, they're in the darkness. Does that cause like a... No? I mean, technically these are ghouls. They are anomalies in and of themselves. So... And I think, because yeah, you can't study these. If you destroy the pillar, you can get a shard, which is very useful. But I believe that it summons a retaliatory attack if you destroy the... Yep. Okay. Where exactly is that? Everyone's staying inside, though. Can I see those if I zoom out? Nope. Wow. Okay, you really can't see them when you zoom out. A large chittering creature covered with oily black carapace and armed with claws formed from bioferrite. While it is deadly in the dark, exposure to light irritates its eyes and flesh, slowing it down considerably. Alright. Can we select all of these? Only 3 so far. I was pretty sure there was one that it said spawned up here, but maybe that was just... Yeah, I think that was just this one. So these things are not going to be that scary compared to our ghouls, I don't think. So... I attacked. Oh, she's in the darkness. Yeah, you should get out of the darkness. Alright, and you guys are taking out these guys. Really wish you guys had set up the lights as I told you to. Morgue. Does this count as darkness, I wonder? I think it would. Night looks cozy. I mean, if there weren't horrible demons trying to eat our faces off in the darkness, then I would agree with you. Morgue, go and prioritize building these lamps. Just so that this area is not horrible. Alright, and that's one Noctilith down. Okay, now this room is safe. Because, yeah, sadly it's nighttime. Darkness wavering. Okay. Destruction of the Noctilith. A faint crack appears in the darkness before being filled with more sooty black. Destroy the remaining Noctiliths to end the darkness. Can do. How damaged did these guys get? Pretty much not at all. Yeah, they're perfectly fine. Alright. You just need to walk to the next Noctilith, I suppose. How damaged did you get in the darkness? Just a small bite. Yeah, that's not an issue. Now, if you guys could actually get this stuff built, I would be eternally grateful. Let's also set this to make slate blocks. Do until you have... I don't know, I just want 100. And it doesn't raise by the correct intervals. Alright. Alright, and you got attacked in the darkness, but once again, that is literally going to heal faster than they can take damage. Because they're ghouls. Alright, so where is everybody? Morg, why are you playing cards? You need to work on the wall lamp. Like, time is of the essence to get all this stuff built, and all of our building people are just frickin' slacking off, doing nothing. Because, yeah, the baby is kind of stuck in the darkness without that light, which is a bad thing. Yeah, people are getting attacked in the darkness, but that's fine. And they still haven't built this. What are you guys doing? You're converting? Yeah, that's not... And you're back to playing cards. We need this to be constructed. They literally already supplied all of the things you need for it. And you're just lazing about not actually building it. Because this wall is very vital in case they summon Noctiliths around. Or whatever. Noctols. If they summon those, like, near here, we want this area to be filled in. Okay, but it seems to only be summoning those around... No, there's one over here. You see? Oh, wait. No, this one... Yeah, this was the one that got killed from earlier, so that's fine. So you still just keep building that. We are going to wait for these things to approach the light, and then kill them all. Okay, good. Now destroy the rest of that. Okay. That's another monolith or Noctilith down. These guys are going to be getting attacked in the darkness, but they don't care. They're ghouls. They should be fine. How injured are you guys? Not that injured at all. You're fine. Oh, and the armor is actually shrugging off like half of the attacks. It's pretty nice. Oh, we got the new recruit. That doesn't really help, seeing as how you're still paralyzed, but that's okay. You take him to a bed. Do we have any unowned beds? We do. Just barely. We need more beds in here. Oh, it is nighttime, so we're running out of power. Yeah, you guys need to go destroy that, like, now. There's, like, nothing we can actually do about that, though. Not until the darkness ends. We could, I've never used one of these before, but it seems to be the best option. We could make a wood-fired generator just to run the lights. I don't know where we'd want to put that. As I said, never used it before, so I don't know exactly what its capabilities are and how much power does it provide? 1,000 watts. That would run the lights, at the very least. We would need to turn this off. Colonist needs rescue. Yeah, I do not care. You work on that. You people are so slow. Okay, children, get inside here. Just because this area is the only safe area. Okay, you also get in here. Everybody get in here. You're already on your way. You can't be doing anything. Mord, why are you so slow? Alright, but that's fine. We're making progress over here. Oh, but that's a lot of them. What the heck? Okay, destroy this. Paya's running off into the darkness to try to heal. But yeah, the darkness will end once this is gone, which it will be gone very soon, so I suppose we can actually not bother with these. Just as a temporary measure. Why are you trying to put a roof over this, my man? I know that we've enclosed it, but this is supposed to be an outdoor area. Come on, get with the program. But okay, we're just gonna have everybody be in this zone here, because it seems to only go after our up colonists, because this guy isn't being attacked at all. So if we get everyone in here, we can just close off all the exits. Darkness is lifting. Okay, good. And the power is back. Alright. Just in time, too. Because, yeah, everyone was, stuck in the darkness, and that was no good. You guys can also kill these things to death. Just because we're going to want to be able to butcher them. But everyone needs to recover first. Okay, so attack that one. Why are you out here? Where did you come from? Oh, there's all... No, this one was one we didn't finish killing. So yeah, this is the only one that is actually just out here. Why are you just attacking something? It's weird. Either way, nobody's really going outside right now, so... We'll be able to wait for the ghouls to get back for that. Ebos. You're on a mission. We were gonna get rid of these anyway. I was kind of dumb to build these, because my brain was like, oh, we still need to farm even when it's pitch black outside. Let's build lamps. It's like, we really don't? Because plants don't grow when it's really dark outside. So, why would I think that that was necessary? Void, you should really just stay inside. I don't know why you're trying to walk outside right now, but it was kind of a dumb idea of you. I really wish pawn the pathing would take into account where the enemies are. Why are you not killing him? But alright. We had rather minimal damages on most people. That is good. We got this guy recruited. Darkness is lifted there. So does the light increase or decrease containment strength, or does it do neither? It's hard to tell. Yeah, no. Flooring. Oh no, average lighting, 5. Okay. So yeah, I guess lighting up this area did indeed increase their containment strength, which is good. Oh, and we have enough bioferrite we can actually floor all of this as well. Just to maximize the containment strength as much as we can. We could also replace these walls, but I'm lazy, so... Will we do that? Probably not. Why do you guys want to walk directly to here? Just to get in the way. I don't know. But alright, now the base is much more lit up than it was before. Just as precaution, I guess, in case we get more darkness-related things. Tattered apparel, that's fine. We can... Actually, all of your apparel is tattered. We can get rid of all that. You just go get rid of the clothing. Because we don't have any precepts on what people need to wear, so having them naked is better than in tattered apparel. You know, mood-wise, at least. Man, you are bad at plants. Taking a long time to cut down that tree. Oh yeah, we never set people back to unrestricted, so ghouls can go unrestricted, and everyone except the children can go unrestricted as well. Except I think we had our crafter on Area 1 as well, just because we do not trust the crafter to leave the base, like, ever. But hey, the crafter actually survived a bit of a colony emergency, which is impressive. Yeah, now people can go out and, like, grab all these corpses and everything. Which hopefully they'll do before they all spoil, because it's some good schmeat that we need to acquire. Yeah, Devour, we know you're all big and scary. Yeah, don't hold the door open, please. Thank you. I never understand why these people just stand in the doorway when it's a containment area. Like, you really shouldn't do that. Wolverine in the animal pen is fine. I don't think anything will hunt horses as food. They're too big. Ah, it's night again. Hey, Ebos, welcome back. Oh, we're gonna make another one of these just to increase our power production, to fill up our batteries again. Waste drop. I don't think so. Yeah, we don't want waste drop. Because that'll just take up permanent freezer space until we get waste pack atomizers, which, I don't know, we might want, now that I think about it. That would take going through some of the mechanoid quests, but we could probably do that. Really? Well, I was correct in that the Wolverine wouldn't go and hunt horses, but it will hunt random children that want to wander around the base. Alright, good job, Ebos. You are officially stronger than a random Wolverine. Alright, you can undraft there. How goes genetics? 10 days, 10 days, 9 days, 15 days. Still a while. Alright, so now we got this whole area enclosed. Very good. Alright, now you guys have higher containment than you used to, which is also very good. Now our power production is going to go up with this. Okay, and good. They're finally... Okay, never mind. They keep trying to make that, and then they keep giving up on it. Oh, good. Main colonist. Growth moment. Okay, good. We got you, which... You changed your name again. Alright. That's fine by me. We need more beds. I don't know how we're gonna get more beds. This room is kind of at its max capacity right now. I mean, I guess we could fit them in somewhere. Like, we could even take these beds, non-medicalize them, and just plonk them down, like, in here. It works. It'll get more people around here. And flooring. Just do a slate tile like these in there. Okay, and you're almost healed up, which means that you can focus on doing other important things like cooking and butchering and stuff such as that. Oh, Anna, do you still like the... I don't think you like the black light anymore. You can switch that back to normal light, because that was your old religion. Twitch crashed because of the GTA 6 trailer review. Really? I didn't even know that was a thing that was happening. But, either it crashed because that went very well, or it crashed because that went very poorly. But, either way, it sounds interesting. Yeah, and you're still not convinced to our side. Oh, because you're abrasive and a psychopath, which makes it so you just do not lose certainty in your religion very quickly. It is unfortunate. But yeah, I have been hearing some interesting stuff about GTA 6. And like all the leaks that have been going on with it. Seems like a big bunch of exciting things going on over there. Alright, keep butchering things, keep cooking things. It's a lot of meals. Alright. And we get all these shards. That was a really good event, though, because it did give us 3 shards. Which we can use for many good things. Ooh, psychic emanator. How much power does that take? 200 watts? Pretty nice, though. It's a pretty nice thing to have. And we just need to... yeah, keep a couple... 5 bog hounds. Okay, that's a few. That's... be a rather big strain on our food. But, I mean, we have a lot of food being made here, and most of our people just kind of sit around doing nothing half the time anyway. So, I'm sure we could take care of 5 bog hounds. Just put them right there, next to the eating apparatus. And then accept it, because I kind of want that psychic emanator. Alright, bog. What even is a bog hound? I don't know. There's some kind of dog. And they can eat pretty much anything. That's good. So bring those indoors. Thank you, Baya. Because, yeah, they've all got paralytic abasia, so they will just be staying in bed for the remainder of the time they're here. They're basically... all we really need to do is just feed them. So that'll take some... you know, some man hours, but it won't be a problem, I don't think. I can also set you to handle. So we have 2 people feeding them. Because it's gonna be quite the handful. And our batteries aren't really charging up that much nowadays, which is no good. We can turn this off. That'll save some power. Yeah, the lights, 30 watts, it's pretty negligible amount of power. Like, all of the lights in here combined makes probably around the same amount of power as this thing. So, not that big a deal. Okay, we can do another ritual here, which will be nice. Once everyone's awake, of course. How are the animals doing? They're fine. Yeah, they need to feed all the prisoners and everything. Okay. Then let's just start one of these things. See how that goes. Where the heck were you? Oh, I haven't set your available area yet. We want you to stay inside. Because I guess they were nature running, which is very dangerous. Because if they're way out here and some badger tries to kill them, I can't really do anything about that. Alright, Ebos. Back to base. We want to get back to base. Alright, but it was boring. That is unfortunate. We're still not so good at that ceremony at all. But at least we now have a door into the prison. That is quite a good change there. And same with here, we're able to access our entity prison through a door. And everything's lit up, just in case. What are you making there? Another eye? Cold snap. Alright. We have a heater in here. Might need a second one. It wouldn't be an issue, because you can just, you know, reinstall heaters at will. Mad raccoons. Okay, there's one down there, one up there, and one over there. That's perfect. Evos, go kill that. Andra, go kill that. Dorna, go kill that. Okay, but they're not going to be able to intercept them because I forgot. These ghouls are very bad at intercepting literally anything. Okay. Oh, there was another one. Good job, Ebos. You cleared them out. Without even taking damage is impressive. Okay, we can check our ambrosia bushes again. Like all of these are ready to harvest. But the cold snap means that we might not be able to grow plants. Ooh, prison bake. Again? We just had one of these, my guy. Like, come on. How many times I gotta teach you this lesson, old man? Who was it? I don't know. The people who are prison breaking are it. Yeah, so I guess it is you. Where are you going? Okay, you need to not be going into his line of sight. Who is attacking where? Okay, Abos is fighting here. You were fighting here. Okay, Boyd, you don't need to be involved. Mord, you don't need to be involved. Okay, Snail is down. That's good. Where's Paya? That gets you. Going off to butcher something. Well, you need to recapture and do stuff with those people. Where is... Okay, you're way over here. I'm surprised you're still running. Like, bro, you're literally shot half to death and you won't just come back. Okay. Capture you. You three need to come back. Okay, and you partly tended to him, but he's still dying very soon. Man, you would really think these people would stop trying to prison break. If they just gave me the genes that I need, then I will release them. And they don't have to die. But they know by now that prison breaking either kills them or almost kills them every time they do it. And yet they're still just like, oh yes, let's just try to break out of prison again. It's like, just cooperate and give me the genetics. Because if you don't, you're gonna die like this guy will. Which is unfortunate, because I would have liked for this guy to have survived so we could pull more genes out of him, but... It is what it is. He decided to run, and that means that he was halfway across the map when we finally downed him. It wasn't enough time to get him back. So now we're just down to 2 Neanderthals to be able to pull genes from, which is very not good. I mean, we only need like 1 gene from them anyway, but still kind of upsetting because they keep doing it to themselves. Like, are you planning to just try to leave immediately? It's also a cold snap, so you're pretty chilly in there. We need to fix that. Yeah, because we need another one of these in here. And possibly just one out here? With, well, we can't really install vents. I don't know. I'm sure he'll be fine. You know, he's a Neanderthal. They're cold tolerant, right? He'll be fine. This one though, we need to put a heater in there. Oh, that only goes down to 6 degrees. So yeah, he's gonna be pretty chilly for a while. Colonist left unburied. He's not really a colonist. He was a colonist at one point, but then we imprisoned him to take his genetics. And we'll butcher him eventually, I think, right? Did we turn that off? We did turn that off. Just get him out of here. We haven't looked out at the world map in a while. We have fur and food for those. It's not really that useful. Farming worksite for almost 1,000 potatoes. And an ancient complex. We could go and explore the complex if we really wanted. It would leave us a little vulnerable out here. But, just send like 1 or 2 ghouls over there to eradicate whatever that place has. Because, yeah, we're not really doing much else. It's a little late in the day. We can wait until morning. Alpaca. I mean, they can be used as pack animals, I think. Yeah, 75 carrying capacity. It's not bad. They also give you wool, which is kind of nice. So, yeah, someone can go and lead that one back home. And then tomorrow morning... Why are you not going to bed? It's dark. Go to sleep. You need to go on... You need to sleep. Thank you. I don't like that I can't tell them to go to sleep early. Because I want him to be on a caravan first thing in the morning. But if he's lollygagging on getting to sleep, then he'll be tired. And that's no good. How long is a cold snap gonna be? I don't know. This guy's still just not doing too hot. I mean, luckily this area is getting some of the heat from there. You can go and open that door. So yeah, that means that this will be very warm, which means that the heat will leach into here slowly, making this place warm. Hopefully. We will see. I just want to get away with only having the heater here and having the heat transfer in. It's not going up anymore. It's a plus. Not really going down either. Okay, there it goes. We just had to open their door a couple times. Good. Alright, but it's morning, so we will set out on our adventure. We're gonna send Piotr, as always. And then we're gonna send Dorna. I could also send Andra. Because, yeah, I want Ebos to stay home as defense. But the other 2 can come along with us. And I'm sure that we'll have plenty of supplies. We might bring our new alpaca. Just as a little bit of extra carrying capacity. I doubt we're going to have very much we need to haul back. We might just take both, honestly. Yeah, I mean, why not? So hopefully we'll be able to bring them all out, and that'll be great. Oh, cold snap is over already. Nice. We can get back to farming. We don't have to worry as much about everyone freezing to death. Okay, they've left. But yeah, now we can toggle those off and make this not hold open. Saves us some power. Oh man, they are flying down to that place. It's taking a while to generate a new map. There we go. Don't see why, it's just a little building. But, that's fine. All our guys are down here. Let's go in and investigate. I don't actually remember what any of this, place entails. I didn't actually check what the quest said. Let's see. Garrison? Is that this? I don't think so. Old installation? No. Oh, yeah, so that's the garrison. That's a long ways away from us. Why do they even tell us about that? Ancient complex. Oh, the ancient complex is the old installation. Okay. So this gives us information about our religious artifact thing, which is pretty nice as well. Piotr, you're just gonna stay outside by this thing. We're gonna send in our ghouls to check it out. Ooh, can you open that? No, you can't. Oh, that is an explosive. Okay. I thought that was a fire foam popper, and I was like, an anti-explosive. That will be useful. Alright, can you end up burning due to... Hold that open. I don't know if you... I guess you probably can, but you'll probably just recover from it, right? We need to take out all of these fires before they turn the room into a sauna. Keep taking out those things. You can go open this door as well, just to make sure that all the heat is let out of the room. Raids are arriving. Oh, good. Heat stroke. Oh, good. That'll be fine. Oh, another one. Alright. Yeah, leave that open. Leave this open. You can go and open that. You come over here. You can open this. Wait for this to cool down a little bit. Oh, that's a lot bigger. That is way bigger. Need to take out all of the fires. I don't know if we can, though. I would have liked to be able to, so we could get this loot and stuff. Apparently there's 3 terminals. Alright, you can get that. Now, in order to not have the heat be an issue, we should probably deconstruct some walls here. So what we'll do is we'll deconstruct this and this. And I know that you're not assigned... I know you are assigned to it. Right. You were assigned to it because I had to assign you to it on an earlier mission. Okay, I think the rest of the fires will put themselves out because they can't transfer up to get to the loot. Alright, but you are really freaking slow at this. You're useless. Come on, man. Alright, I'm just gonna have you go and open this. We'll let everything else cool off on its own in its own time. When did this happen? Oh, I think it was just so hot in there that it spontaneously caught on fire. I mean, that's the only explanation I can think of, because this wasn't on fire before. Alright, but it's getting hot out there. These fires are kind of just continuing to burn. Oh, and these things have now spontaneously combusted. That's not good. We need to stop that from happening. Luckily, we're ghouls, and we don't have to worry about burning. This room is now also burning. Can you guys just get rid of the fire so it stops heating up? Okay, fires are gone. Make sure to open all of the doors. Just to ensure that everything gets open and aired out. Why do I hear fire again? Oh my gosh. Can't leave these things alone for 2 seconds. 2 seconds! Okay, you've opened that door. Good. You need to come back and put out these frickin' fires again. Like, we're trying so hard to get all these fires put out and all the doors opened so we can cool the place off, and then it's just like, nah. I don't think that's a good idea. We're just gonna relight everything on fire spontaneously. Like, do you know how hot something would have to be to actually spontaneously catch on fire like that? A lot hotter than they actually are in here. I mean, oh, I guess actually 160 degrees Celsius would be a lot hotter. I was thinking Fahrenheit for a second, and that's it's a different beast for sure. But alright, now this is connected to the outside, so everything should cool off a lot faster now. How are you doing on needs? You're mostly fine. We need you to be able to sleep. Can we have you sleep in one of these beds? We actually can. Alright. Well, then you can sleep. We're gonna have these two open. You two need food at some juncture. Actually, you're not that hungry. But go and kill the bluebird, just in case. Just so you guys can eat a little bit of it. 160 degrees Celsius is like 320 Fahrenheit. It's a little hot, you know? It's maybe a little balmy, you know? Just tiny bit of heat going on. But alright, well, we are now officially safe here for the next 4 days. We just need to have Piotr get some sleep, which, you know, that's enough sleep. Go open the crate first. Why are you not doing things? Hack. Are you not able to hack that because it's facing a wall? It is, isn't it? Okay, you two. Melee attack this wall. So we can catch up on sleep while you clear that out. Okay. Now you go hack that. It doesn't take that long. This guy's a decent researcher, so he can just hack through this like no one's business. Yeah, but there weren't really any threats. It was just explosives. That was about it. Okay, quest complete. Good. I may now leave. So we'll reform the caravan, head back home, and it looks like it's daytime again, which is nice. Take the luciferium, the chem fuel. I don't know what 600 granite chunks, 700 slate chunks. What do you mean? How are there that many chunks? Is it just the entire map is full of them? Yeah. That is a lot of chunks. I don't know why there's that many chunks in that one map, but I mean, it's fine. We're not taking all the chunks, that's for sure. Man dead. Is this like just a man, or is this a guy who's named Man? I don't know. I don't think I want to know. It's a bit confusing. But we could also take the mechanoid chunks, because those can be smelted down for steel. You can take the uranium, because that can be sold. Take the packed survival meals. Yeah, and that's good. Alright. Send to that. And now we're just back to normal. 6 shards. That's a lot of shards. So how are the genes doing? 4 days? Okay. That's fine. Hopefully they'll give us what we want, so they can stop jailbreaking every, like, couple weeks. So you're fully healed. How long until you jailbreak? 37 days. That's great. I don't know, we need to do something. We already removed your kidney. Got carpet in the brig. I mean, here's... Yeah, we have red carpet in our main room and purple carpet in the prison section. Yeah, I mean, I wanted the prisoners to be decently happy, you know? But then they're not decently happy and they keep trying to break out. I mean, imagine you had a room with a dresser, a bedside table, a nice bed, a table and a chair, and it was carpeted with a light. I mean, I would be pretty happy. I wouldn't be upset about this kind of room. It's nice. But they just keep getting upset for no good reason. They should just man up, you know? And so we need biofuel refining for transport pods, so we'll start working on that. And then we got a growth moment, which I think they got a pretty good growth thing. They should have. So almost all of these are negative traits. That's great RNG. Thank you, game. I guess kind, because yeah, delicate means he takes more damage. Psychically sensitive can be good if he's a psycaster, but for the most part it'll just mean that he gets more upset when like a psychic drone comes in. Recluse means that he would be upset if, you know, because we have a lot of people in the group. And slow learner just means he learns things slower. So it's all negative except kind, which is kind of positive. No PS5. Bruh. You know, I wouldn't give a PS5 to my worst enemy at this point, because of the whole, you know, you won't own your games and you'll like it thing that that PlayStation has been doing lately. I'd give them an Xbox, probably. Maybe a PC. You know, that would be nice. But we'll give you construction, mining, plants, I guess medical. You can be like a backup doctor in case Paya is dead or something. So that's good. It's nice that the children are finally growing up and learning some skills. Alright, but you can come over here. You can come over. That is everybody. At least I woke up Piotr. But don't get over here. Dang ghouls. Always standing all the way at the edge of the map. But yeah, it's ridiculous, the stuff that PlayStation is doing, like, with them discontinuing physical games and then doubling down on just like, oh yeah, you're just never gonna own your games. It's crazy. You've got to go? Okay, I was actually thinking of planning on ending the stream early. Anywho, like in the next couple minutes, because I need to go make food because I did not eat sufficiently. Again, oh boy, toxic fallout. We had this once before, and it only lasted like a few days, didn't it? So... Oh, but we don't have enough of a food supply to actually last us super long. So what we're gonna do... we can stop sowing these, and we can actually hunt using our ghouls. Because if we just hunt down a bunch of food around the map before the toxic fallout comes in, then that will be good. Kill. Because yeah, if we let the toxic fallout happen, then everything will just rot. We can't allow that. But if we get enough meat, we might be able to survive. Alright, there's a boom rat. Probably don't want to mess with that. There's another mega sloth down here. Let's go kill that. Dang toxic fallout, though. I need to kill it to death. But then that one rotted, yeah. As you can see, even though it didn't actually have any toxin. Alright, well, yeah, that is indeed a problem. It's a good thing we killed these things fast enough that they didn't start rotting. Paya, you need to start butchering immediately. Who the heck is Soldier? Oh, that's the... Oh, they had a miraculous recovery. That's actually interesting. Alright. Alright, we can kill the rest of these alpaca as well, because they're just going to die anyway. Why did you go for the quail and not the mega sloth, I wonder? It's a bit of a mystifying choice there. But yeah, these things are hunting machines, which is great for us. Anything else out here we can kill? Oh, Muffalo, yes. Hope we get to them before too much toxin. Oh, that's all of them. Alright. That's fine. Kill them all. Rip and tear, my ghouls. Rip and tear. I think that's all of them dead. Alright, good. Thank you, ghouls. Very nice. That should be enough food for, like, forever, if people can actually go out and grab those. So you come back. Piotr, stop meditating and haul some buffalo. Void, stop sleeping. Who needs sleep anyway? Haul some buffalo. Mord, also sleeping. Who needs it? Haul some buffalo. Thank you. Because, you know, we gotta act quick on this. Gotta get everything going here. We're gonna set all of our ghouls to stay indoors because they don't really have any look at that. No survival instinct at all. Immediately starts wandering towards one of the only outdoor areas that is in the entire indoor section. Mort, why are you eating twisted meat? Is that... Oh, you're feeding it to the dog. Okay. I thought you were just eating it without even sitting at the table. I was like, what is your damage there? Piotr, once again, hold the muffalo. You don't need to meditate. I know you want to meditate, but don't. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of meat. I think we'll be okay, meat-wise. Maybe. We'll see. More howling, more alpacas. Same with Void, that is always good. Already got the cougar down here. Oh, we can also grab this turkey, I suppose. And then we'll just have everybody indoors forever. Hey, you might want to come inside, please, and thank you. You think we'd be able to roof over just the walkway here? Just to keep our ghouls safe? Looks like we can, without reducing power output. Alright, it looks like everybody got everything they needed. So we can set everyone, possibly, to just Area 1. So nobody leaves the building. Ebos, once again, I told you this is like the one area of the allowed area. No. One area of the allowed area you're not supposed to be wandering around in. Once again, I swear, the wander function literally... oh yeah, you can set every one of you to Area 1 as well. Bruh. He's standing on the freaking solar generator to try to get more death. Why is no one feeding him? Aya, what are you doing? You're playing horseshoes? Feed the man. I swear, these freaking pawns. They're just like, oh, someone's starving. Too bad. I need to play horseshoes. Like, come on, man. Your recreation is not as important as that man's existence. I'm pretty sure. Oh, you know what it is? It's because they were ex-lovers. So she's spiteful. She's like, he can starve for a bit. He'll live. Yeah, he's what he deserves. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, we will be back to this. Kind of an odd place to end off, but we shoved a bunch of meat into our cold square here, and that should last us through this whole ordeal. And then these doggos are leaving in about 5 days. These guys are hopefully going to give us the genes we need so we can get them out of here, and they'll stop eating all our food. But yeah, as of now, we have a lot of people eating our food, and that's not a good thing. We can also just set this to be all meat except insect meat. And we can probably just do mostly all animal product, right? Pretty much. Alright. So that is set up. Because I set that to not include meats earlier because we needed the meats for our ghouls, but our ghouls eat so little now that it doesn't even matter. It's not like we're running out of meat anytime soon. So yeah, we will save and quit, and we will go to end screen, and we will be back to this possibly tomorrow. And yes, possibly, as in probably and possibly put together. So I will see you guys then, and goodbye.